Vaccination has been a slow process. Nearly 44,000 people in Colorado have received the required 2 doses so far. 9,000 of those people are in Denver. Giving cities more control could speed things up, might also help get the vaccine into communities with a higher risk of COVID infections. Our Andrea Flores has been reporting on the impact of the virus on our minority communities. Andrea, really a big push now to make sure people don't get left out.
That's right, Jim. Denver's Hispanic and Latino residents make up more than half of the current COVID-19 cases in the city, but they only represent 29% of the population now. State and local health departments are working to make sure communities disproportionately impacted by COVID are getting fair access to the vaccine.
So it is all hands on deck.
State and local health departments are teaming up with community-based organizations to make sure everyone has equal access to the COVID vaccine.
We've heard about barriers such as cost, transportation, concern particularly from Latinx communities, the fear of deportation and data privacy.
That's why the Colorado Department of Public Health and Environment started Champions for Vaccine Equity, an initiative that provides information and access to the vaccine for people of color.
Very good reason for there to be a lot of mistrust among communities of color. Whether it's historical or current racism and oppression.
In Denver, the Department of Public Health and Environment is considering pop-up or drive-through vaccination sites similar to community-based testing around the city.
When we compared the data between the Pepsi Center and what we were seeing with our smaller community-based testing sites, we did see a significant shift towards reaching a lot more of our people of color. Bringing a more accessible site is definitely the way to go.
Organizers know that in order to slow the spread, they'll have to bring down the barriers.
We would like everyone who wants to take a vaccine to have access.
State and local health departments tell me that right now the biggest roadblock to getting people vaccinated is simply the lack of stock coming from the federal government. And the Denver Department of Public Health and Environment tells me once they get more of those vaccines here in the city, we will start to see those community-based vaccination sites possibly popping up around the city in the coming months. Reporting live in Denver tonight, I'm Andrea Flores covering Colorado First.